approach in which you use an approaching God will determine how speedily the answers to your request will manifest. If this is your very first time of being here, I welcome you with MJ Paul 111. With MJ Paul 111, we talk about motivations using reliable, proven and tested contents to motivate ourselves. We also lay our hands on problems related to womanhood and we try as much as we can to provide solutions so that we can have a community of women that are informed and not deformed. Your manner of approach in which you use an approach in God will determine how speedily the answers to your request will manifest. We must understand that so many requests lies before God, and so if you come with the wrong manner of approach, if you come with the wrong manner of attitude, God will simply leave your request and move to the request with the right manner of approach. We must understand that God is always intentional about us. God is always intentional in fighting our battles for us while we hold our peace. God is always intentional in meeting us at the point of our needs. God is always intentional in making ways when there seems to be no ways. And so when we come before the presence of God, we must also be intentional. We must come with an intentional act of faith. We must come with an intentional act of thanksgiving in anticipation of what is going to do. We must come with an intentional act of thanksgiving in appreciation of past miracles in our life. One thing we fail to understand that God is always ahead of our request. God is always ahead. God is always available even before our request gets to him. So God don't come to meet you in the place of request. God is always there waiting for your request, to receive your request and provide answers to it. But most times our manner of approach turn the table around. God has given us assurance of answers to prayers in his word. He has given us assurance. He has confirmed his assurance. He has reconfirmed his assurance that should always boost our confidence, that should always boost our faith whenever we come before him. He said the thought he has towards you are thought of good and not of evil, thought to give you an expected end. He said, ask and it shall be given, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. To everyone that asketh, receive it. But how are you asking? What's your manner of approach in asking? What's your manner of approach in knocking and seeking? Think about it. In Psalm 135 verse 1 to 5, it gave us an assurance of answers to our request. God wants us to always approach him whenever we come before him with the kind of faith that Daniel used in approaching the circumstances that he was surrounded with. And even when Daniel was thrown into the den of the lion, he never compromised his faith. Another very good example is Esther. And she said to herself, if I perish, I perish. This is the kind of faith that God wants you.